Hi, we just finished meeting for intonation practice on Wednesday, December 8th. And we had really interesting sentences with words and each one of them that had some connections and tricky stuff. So, the oil slick seriously threatens marine life around the islands. The oil slick seriously threatens marine life around the islands. And the word oil by itself can be unusual. Oi, your tongue rises to the E position. And then when you go from the E to the L, you let your tongue slide down and it makes a Y. So it's almost two syllables. I wrote it as two syllables here, but you don't have to make it deliberately oil. Just oil. If you say ol, it's halfway there. You just didn't rise enough. Oil. So oil slick seriously threatens marine life around the islands, no S. The prosecutor sought to bolster the case by bringing in DNA evidence. So, prosecutor, and bringing in makes a connection. And this is a situation where a word that ends with ing, bringing. There's two of them. The first one will keep bring, but instead of ing at the end, with my tongue going high in the back, I'm going to say in with my tongue coming up in the front, bringing in. And now the in will connect to the in, bringing in. And DNA. That's always said that way. It's never DNA. It's always DNA. The prosecutor sought to. You don't have to say to, you can say ta, sata. The prosecutor sought to bolster the case by bringing in DNA evidence. Most everybody was cordial and welcoming, almost to a fault. Um, most everybody will connect. The word cordial looks like this, but sounds like this, cordial. And cordial land will connect, and you don't have to say the D in and. Almost to. So just make one T, and when I say to, my lips go forward for the oo and back for the A, so it makes an invisible W, almost to a fault. And the vowel in fault is like fall. So I wrote it that way to help you remember that it's fall, and then a T that you don't release. Most everybody was cordial and welcoming, almost to a fault. Most everybody was cordial and welcoming, almost to a fault. Festive lights illuminate residential streets during the holidays. The word illuminate is the I is not stressed, so you can say or illuminate, illuminate, but not illuminate. Residential doesn't look like it, but that S is a Z. And I think that's it. Lights illuminate will connect. Festive lights illuminate residential streets during the holidays. Tommy wants to go to school every day. So I purposely said that without thinking too much about it because that's exactly how I would say it. Well, Tommy wants to go to school every day. Tommy wants to go to. So wants to go to is Tommy wants to go to school every day. Wants to go to. So what's happening is wants to, this T and to stays a T. The oo and to almost always changes to because it's not stressed. Go, and now this T is between the O and go and its own O, so it changes to a D, and you change the oo to an so now you have duh. So wants to go to, wants to go to, wants to go to. Tommy wants to go to school every day. The most consequential decision of her life was to move to New York. This also has twos that change to duh. So I spelled them that way here. They used to be TO, but they changed to duh. Wants to move duh. And decision of her life, I got rid of the H in her And this is of, OF, but it really sounds like UV. So once you get rid of the H in the pronouns, he, him, his, her, you can connect the consonant to the vowel. So now instead of decision of her, with the H, her, get rid of the H, decision of her life. The most consequential decision of her life was to move to New York. I don't know if I made my voice do just the bold words. The most consequential decision of her life was to move to New York. She is a spitting image of her father. She is a she she is a spitting. These T's change to D's. Spitting image. I'm doing the same thing here with this ing that I did with bring in. I'm making the ing an een, so my tongue finishes in the front for an in and then connects to the next vowel. Spitting image. Spitting image of her. Same thing, get rid of the H. Of her changes to of her, the same thing. She is a spitting image of her father. She is a spitting image of her father. That one was better. Father. The underlying problem was the preoccupation with image. The underlying. There's an invisible Y because when you say the, your tongue goes very high and then under it slides down. So that's where the Y comes from. The underlying problem was the preoccupation with image. With image, the TH connects to the I, excuse me, and that's it. With image. With image. And think of image as this spelling because that makes much more sense. It looks like an I, it looks like an A, but they both sound like I, image. And we didn't get to, I thought the movie had ended abruptly, so I'll put it on for next week. And this is the name Caitlin. 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 That's it. Thank you very much. I hope you were here. And if not, I hope you can join us another time. Thanks.